If you've ever been cheated on, this revenge story is for all of us. About a year into dating my now ex-boyfriend, I met his family for the first time at Thanksgiving. I was nervous at first, because meeting a boyfriend's family is always a little scary, but they were actually so warm and welcoming that I started to relax. His mom kept offering me more food, his dad was cracking jokes, and his sisters were asking me questions like they genuinely wanted to get to know me. For the first time in a while, I thought, okay, maybe this one is different. Dinner went great. I laughed, helped clean up, and by the end of the night, I felt like I had made a really good impression. I stayed overnight at their house, and everything still felt normal. Too normal, honestly. I had no idea the entire situation was about to blow up in my face the next morning. He went into the shower, and that's when his phone started buzzing nonstop on the nightstand. At first I ignored it, then it kept going and going. Finally I looked over, just to see who was calling this early in the morning. That's when I saw a text pop up on the screen from an unsaved number. Babe, I miss you. My stomach dropped so fast it felt like I missed a step going down the stairs. I stared at the phone for a second, trying to convince myself there had to be some explanation. Wrong number. Joke? Something harmless? But I knew. I just knew. So I picked up my own phone and called the number. A woman answered almost immediately, and within seconds she told me everything. She told me they worked together. She told me he had been acting single. She told me he had been pursuing her around the same time he was pursuing me. She told me enough details that there was no room left for denial, no misunderstanding, no excuse he could possibly use to crawl his way out of it. I felt sick, angry, embarrassed, violated, disgusted. I had spent a year believing I was building something real, and he had been lying to my face the entire time. The shower was still running when I made my decision. I wiped my face, took a deep breath, and pretended like nothing was wrong. I did not want to give him the satisfaction of seeing me fall apart before I was ready. I pulled myself together, grabbed my bags, and headed downstairs with him like it was just a normal morning after Thanksgiving. His family was already gathered for breakfast. Coffee was on the table. Someone had put out fruit and toast. They all looked up at us smiling, completely clueless. So I said it loud and clear. I just found out your son has been cheating on me, so I won't be staying for breakfast or any future meals. The room went silent. His mom froze. His dad looked like he couldn't believe what he'd just heard. One of his sisters covered her mouth. And my boyfriend? He came down the stairs looking like he had seen a ghost. The color drained from his face so fast I almost felt bad for him. Almost. I did not stay to watch the explosion. I did not let him explain. I did not give him a chance to lie his way into a softer version of the truth. I left. Luckily, we had driven separately. So I got in my car and headed home with my hands shaking so badly I had to grip the wheel with both of them. At first, I was just devastated. Then the hurt turned into rage. And by the time I was halfway home, I knew I wasn't done. A few months earlier, I had given him a living room and dining room set that I got for free from a friend who was moving out of state. Couch, coffee table, dining table, chairs, side tables, the whole thing. He had been so grateful when I gave it to him, like I had just saved his entire apartment. So I called a friend with a pickup truck. I met her at his apartment, used the key he had given me, and we walked right in and took back every single piece I had gifted him. The couch went first, then the coffee table, then the dining table and chairs, then the side tables. We loaded everything up piece by piece until the apartment looked completely stripped, like someone had just moved out in the middle of the night. Because honestly, that's exactly what happened. By the time I finished, his living room was nothing but empty space and bad choices. I blocked him on everything and never looked back. And the best part, the other woman and I met up for coffee afterward, compared notes, and ended up becoming friends. So not only did he lose me, he lost her too. He kept the lies, we kept the receipts, and he kept the empty apartment.